federal documents by Terry Nichols and others, and then later the lawyers involved actually got the FBI declassified, but the FBI blacked out part of it. Then they got another FOIA request through federal court where they blacked out other areas. They could put the two together and have the full report. Full federal operation. You had a bunch of states, what was it, 14 at the time, moving to declare 10th Amendment sovereignty against the feds, the UN takeover of Bill Clinton, the sellout to the Chinese. A move to get us out of the United Nations, and boom, they blew that building up. It came out on CBS News that the ATF had been told not to be in the building that day, that the FBI was in the town running an operation, and it came out that McVeigh was hired in Black Ops to infiltrate militia and terror groups. That is confirmed. And it's confirmed in the New York Times and CBS News again that the FBI cooked the bomb, trained the drivers, totally set up these two mentally retarded dupes in 1993 for the World Trade Center attack. The Ahmad Salam intelligence agent from Egypt thought they were setting him up, recorded the FBI telling him, you let that bombing go ahead. And that's the only reason he got away without being arrested. And he was given $1,300,000 payoff to keep quiet after that happened. They declassified in the last year those audio tapes from that trial. Burmese has clips of it in the upcoming film Invisible Empire, by the way. I mean, this is some damning information. We have Operation Northwoods, the U.S. government staged terror attack documents. It was declassified 3 weeks ago at the State Department.gov that Bobby Kennedy wanted to blow up U.S. embassies in Latin America to invade Honduras and other countries, and his brother said no. I mean, this is just standard operating procedure. And for the media to say these crazy nut lunatics think we should look at the government at least allowing this to happen when you have the hijackers trained at U.S. military bases. I mean, these are facts that cannot be ignored any longer. Now, I want to get into the most important story of the day. I want to play a video clip coming up when we come out of the next segment. The federal government under Tom Ridge in 2003 admitted that the airport security you see will be nationwide. They're now putting out Homeland Security videos showing mobile trucks where they're going to body scan you, brain scan you. The machine supposedly tells if you're lying to get into football games, at highway checkpoints. No judge, no jury, no nothing. And, of course, the machine's a quack fraud, just like lie detectors were proven to be a fraud in millions of people that were sent to prison, hundreds of thousands who were innocent. It's just made up. Oh, but the machine says you're lying. We're going to show you some Homeland Security video of that coming up. But the bigger issue here for everyone to understand and for everyone to be clear about is that Section 802 of the USA Patriot Act states that all misdemeanors are acts of terrorism. And last week we read articles where it's being used against homeless, gun shops, people that supposedly don't pay their income taxes, no due process. They're being arrested under the Patriot Act. John Warner Defense Authorization Act of 2007 states the feds are here and Northcom are here to take over the states. The MIAC Homeland Security documents of last year. Internal documents law enforcement gave us. Mainstream media confirmed they were real. Says gun owners, veterans, returning gun owner veterans, libertarians, Ron Paul supporters, in the fetters, tax protesters are what Homeland Security is really for. It's not for the radical Arabs that the CIA runs 9 times out of 10. And now they admit with this Adam Gadon that he wasn't arrested. It was all fake, as usual. Again. They tell you they arrest him, then they tell you hours later they didn't in a bottom footnote. That's how stupid they think you are to lend credibility to this Adam Gadon guy. And when he's making videos again in a month, the media won't retract that he was never arrested. This is PSYOP mind control. Dissenters to be detained as enemy belligerents. This isn't just prisonplanet.com. This is Atlantic Monthly. Dissenters to be detained as enemy belligerents. PrisonPlanet.com. Since the establishment media is convinced that the Tea Party members, 9/11 truthers, libertarians, Ron Paul supporters, and basically anyone with a dissenting political opinion is a likely domestic terrorist, they should be celebrating the fact that a new bill would allow the government to detain such people as enemy belligerents indefinitely and without trial based on their suspected activity. That's a quote. Suspected. No trial, no nothing, suspected. No habeas corpus, no nothing. The enemy belligerent interrogation detention, that means torture. The enemy belligerent interrogation detention and prosecution act of 2010, introduced by Senators John McCain and Joseph Lieberman on Thursday with little fanfare, sets out a comprehensive policy for detention, interrogation, and trial of suspected enemy belligerents who are believed to engage in hostile activities against the United States by belligerents who are believed to have engaged. And it goes on, requiring these individuals to be held in military custody, interrogated for their intelligence value, and not provided with Miranda warning, writes the Atlantic's Mark Ambinder. Read the full text of the bill here, PDF. The bill does not distinguish between U.S. citizens and non-citizens, and states that suspected belligerents who are considered a high-value detainee shall not be provided with Miranda warning. A person considered a high-value detainee if they fulfill one of the following criteria. Here's the key. 1, pose a threat of an attack on civilian or civilian facilities when the U.S. or U.S. facilities abroad. 2, poses a threat to U.S. military personnel or U.S. military facilities. 3, potential intelligence value for any reason, any potential value, they grab you. 4, is a member of Al-Qaeda or a terrorist group affiliated with Al-Qaeda. And here's the key. 5, such other matters as the president considers appropriate. The president is the Fuhrer. He is God. And they go on to say this will be used against the American people, and that's how it's written. And now they say they already have Viper teams, TSA, Homeland Security, all over the country running checkpoints with regular Army and Marines. Now they're saying that they're just going to pull you out of your car when you're going to the mall and run you through these machines. And, oh, where'd Alex go? Well, the machine said he was a terrorist. Total fraud. That machine is now your jury.
Is garlic the absolute best defense against the threat of bacterial and viral pandemics? No. The answer is Ali C from yourallystore.com. Ali C was developed by a British chemist who found a way to stabilize the allicin in garlic and incorporate it into his flagship product, Ali C. It's the strongest and safest antibiotic known to man. Ali C makes garlic supplements obsolete. Get Ali C today from yourallystore.com. That's yourallistore.com. Yourallystore.com. No home should be without Ali C.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
We are now in 2010. Change is the buzzword. Politics are changing in the negative direction. How about positive change? Thousands of customers have experienced positive change. Yes, thousands. How? By logging on to GetTheT.com. Thousands of people have lost weight or felt better or experienced extra energy just by drinking Life Change Tea. That's why they called it Life Change Tea, because it changes your life for the positive. Life Change Tea's natural ingredients go to work on your body, cleansing harmful chemicals and toxins from your system, which makes you fat and lethargic. Do you want a life change? Log on and join the thousands. GetTheT.com. That's GetTheT.com. Oh, and by the way, it tastes great. So call us right now, 928-308-0408. That's 928-308-0408. Life Change Tea is a proud member of the Better Business Bureau.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
I have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality. at prisonplanet.tv.